Get my news bulletin up here where we can see what's going on. I think it's backwards. It is backwards for you all. I think it'll work. Yeah, it works. Not too many news broadcasters that crack the top on a Friday night news broadcast. Oh man. Boy, we got the mics pouring in. We got Mike Man and Mike Petey. I think that's who it was. Too Fast 65. How's it going, buddy?
Tori, your nubby's crooked. Come here.
This is a disaster. We got a dog wearing pink underwear.
Oh, pretty good. Get out of the mud.
Did you finish your husky project? We're gonna get started on all that here in a minute. Skidder Kev, what's going on? Oklahoma.
Oh my.
Not yet. That's to come.
Oh. What's to come?
Oklahoma.
You.
Nebraska, Wyoming, Montana.
Really?
What?
Clean up your mud mess. That's what. How are they gonna see me if I'm over to the side?
Think like Reese's Pieces. Gotcha. Fisherman 506 from East Coast Canada. That's pretty daggone cool. All right. I'm waiting on a couple other ones to get in here.
Everybody's doing good.
Coming.
You missed the. How's everybody doing? You're not answering questions very good.
Oh, sorry, Billy. Yeah, everybody's doing great.
You're not a very good question answerer.
All right, Skidder Kev. Yep.
Go.
Joe May says hello.
Hello.
Northwest PA is where Mike's from. All right. I got some news that's kind of...
They can't. Well, yeah, they can.
Well, it's backwards.
Well, I'm seeing the questions or the comments.
What about Nebraska? Zach?
That means we saw. That's a mean saw.
No, we're not going to name the Saw Nebraska. That'd be bad. But I got some ideas kind of brewing for Snowman 66. How many different snowmen do we have on here? Zachary, what's going on? Okay. There's a couple things I want to talk about. Number one, I want to talk about my new 395. I finally got that sucker in the mail the other day. I got some names for it picked out that I want to talk about. They ain't really poppers yet. I ain't got to run the saw, so it's kind of hard to pick a name for it yet. I want to talk about the builder, then we're going to have a beer. And then we're going to talk about Pete's raffle, then we're going to have another beer.
No, Jason, I did not get him liquored up.
And then we're going to talk about Old Blue.
Yeah.
Where should we start?
Let's save the best for last, so Old Blue will stay last.
I don't know if that's going to be the best.
I don't know. Well, we'll call it the best because we've been waiting 2 years for Old Blue, so.
All right, we're going to wait on Old Blue then. So if anybody's on here and wants to know about Old Blue, I guess you're going to have to wait till the end to figure out Old Blue.
Honda Big Red.
Honda Big Red, that is right. Snowman 66. I actually put a video on Facebook the other day about the Big Red. She's 34 years old. Original piston and rings in that thing.
Started.
Yeah, don't even get me started. Original piston and rings in that thing, and I've been dragging firewood out with it like it's its job. Old Blue first is what Jason says. Skidder Kev,
Jason,
Old Blue ain't coming back, is it?
We're not. We're last. It's last.
Yeah, I ain't had enough of these yet to talk about Old Blue.
Don't. But when he does get enough of that and he starts
this is going to be dedicated to Old Blue tonight.
He's going to cry.
No, I'm not going to cry.
I've already got noses running.
No. Mike, did you see the Big Red
How have the dogs been? Just
commercial?
got me a little mailbox. Well, you know what? This black one's going to be
I wish
for
I would have
free.
known you was in the market for a boxer because we just gave one away about 3 weeks ago. Cowboys in the house. Yeah, we just gave a boxer away like 3 weeks ago. It was one
beautiful.
of the offsprings off of
Hank and Joe.
our litter. But anyways, we're gonna talk about the saw. It's number 1 on the list.
You quit too.
I finally got that Hot Rod 395 back from the West Coast buddy of mine that built it for me. That was built by a guy that originally built my first Big Mac from...
Ignore the dog fight.
He's from Missouri, ain't he?
Who?
I don't want to say his name.
Oh, the one that
Screwed it up.
Yeah.
But anyways, the guy that first built the first Big Mac, I sent him this saw again because I did two builds. One with Big Mac and then the Big Mac 2.0. And I felt that Big Mac, the original Big Mac, had a little bit more. Well, Mike, I've been thinking about naming it Big Nasty, but I've already got a Big Nasty. The first Big Mac I thought had a little bit more grunt to it than the Big Mac 2.0. So I went back to this builder with this 395 here in hopes of getting some more power like I did on the first Big Mac. Because that's about all the extreme power that I've been exposed to on a 395. So I sent him the saw and it got really, really, really bad. Next Friday you will need a hood latch and then need to put paint. You just wait, Jason.
Just wait. He just said next Friday he's gonna need all that for the semi.
You just wait. So the saw goes out to Missouri. I think that's where it's at. It was out there for like 2.5, 3 months. The guy told me he'd get on it in 10 days. No. 3 months later, I finally get the saw back, and it is a wreck. From where they cut the guts out of the muffler, every bit of that stuff went down inside the muffler, and then whenever he started, I never started the saw. Never once even pulled the crank rope on it. I got it out of the box. And looked around on it, but I swear I never even started it. Sadie, it's enough.
She's mad I locked her off.
I found Greg Brewer through a buddy of mine on Facebook, got a hold of him, and I said, now listen, this is what's been done to this saw. Would you be interested in getting your hands in it and working on it? Oh, sure, send it to me. So I boxed it back up, sent it to Greg Brewer, and he worked the magic on it, and I finally got it back last night. I ain't had time to put gas in it and try it out yet, but it's coming. And if anybody is interested in doing a Greg Brewer build, wow, that guy gets serious power out of the saw.
Oh my gosh.
Names on the saw, they're not really popping. I really don't know. Mike said something about calling it Big Nasty, but I've been calling the Big Red 3-wheeler Big Nasty, so I don't want to cross-contaminate there. I thought about calling it the Whopper because it is going to be a Whopper.
Call it the Tree Trasher.
No, we're not going to name it the Johnsrid.
The Tree Trasher.
No, it's not going to be the Tree Trasher.
See, he don't like none of my nothings.
I thought about calling it Big Buck.
Hey.
Thought about calling it the Panty Dropper. Like
whose panties is going to be dropping?
Mine.
Haven't you already been kicked in the D by one saw already?
I could call it Blue Balls because I got a feeling that sucker's going to have some big bucking jumping going on. It's going to be a strong saw. The last video that I got of them guys out west playing with it was running a full comp.
We're not dog fighting.
36-inch bar with a 10-pin sprocket, and that is crazy pulling a 10-pin sprocket on a saw like that. That's pulling some big power.
Quit chewing on my shoe.
All right, time to answer some questions and drink a beer. Who we got on here? Oh, it is definitely going to be a tater killer. Oh, don't you worry. Big Chuck. I don't know.
Huh?
I kind of like Big Buck.
Who the hell is a Big Chuck?
But then I thought about incorporating Mega into it somewhere. Big Duke. Cowboy. I should name it Cowboy. That's what I should name it.
Big Mac 3.0.
I don't know. The Big Mac just got me burned out.
Okay, so you read that one already.
What was the 372? Oh, 572. I'm considering having my 572 done.
Call it Weiner.
The 572 is what we got, and we had named it Kate. Greg Brewer said he's got guys out on the West Coast pulling a 36-inch bar with an 8-pin sprocket. That is big power coming out of a 572.
Here.
I
don't know
comfortably
if I
like
can-
a 20-inch bar and an 8-10 sprocket on that saw, but he's talking crazy when he's. I believe him,
What is your
no
problem?
doubt, but that is incredible pulling that
This
long bar on a
dog has
572.
Lost her mind.
Who else we got on here?
Sandy Reed.
John Wayne. Now, see, this is what I ran into with Big Mac. If I was to say something about John Wayne and name I saw John Wayne, then when I start putting videos of it on the YouTube, it gets red flagged and I don't get.
Call it George.
I don't get monetization for it because McDonald's got a copyright on Big Macs. So I got to watch how I post it if I put it on YouTube.
Call it George.
That's kind of another thing. I'm trying to pick a name that's not going to get banned from some weirdo wanting to red flag me for it. Case the reason I bought my first 572, I had 3. One got mashed. Now I have 2. Mike, I'm not allowed to give any kind of info on it, but
we can read, so you don't have to scroll. We can read your comments.
Okay. I can't give any info on it, but all I can say is wait until you see the lineup that Husky's coming out with.
Okay, can I tell you why you should call it George?
That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, old top.
That's all I'm going to say, Mike.
What kind of images did you see today? Don't worry about that, Wayne.
Judge slam this piece of cardboard table one more time, you're knocking all of my Husky literature down. Mike,
we ain't worried about that.
I better not. I better not, Mike. But everything I'm talking about with this whole Husky thing is right there. Oh yeah, top secret, Mike. Top secret.
Wayne, don't you worry about what he saw today.
It was bad.
It was not bad.
Mama had to go to the woman's doctor today.
Oh my God! This is not any of the on that thing back there.
Well, I ran out of room. I didn't have enough room to write it on there. But Mama had to go to the woman's doctor today for the woman's thing, and
Mama's probably gonna have to have a 5-minute surgery.
I got to go in the back room with Mama, and wow.
No baby, Mike. No baby. Nope. Absolutely.
I have seen things today that's gonna have me
much information.
running low on sleep for a while. I'm not gonna be able to sleep. Everybody thought Freddy Cougar was this bad thing with like scissors on his fingers.
Why do you gotta bring up Freddy Cougar? Like I hate
Freddy Cougar. Ain't got nothing on what I seen today.
Oh my God. Really? He's exaggerating.
I'm not exaggerating this at all. I was like,
Wayne, I see how much love. I feel it.
I couldn't believe it. And then I was like, and had to turn away. I couldn't watch it all. It was bad.
I mean, but it didn't feel the best either.
I watched my first son be born. That was pretty bad for me.
Ouch.
I was as white as the walls. But then today, I don't know what my face looked like, but I can tell you my gut went instantly upside down in about 2 different flips. And I about hit the floor.
He's such a liar.
It was bad. Okay. Now we're going to talk about Pete's raffle.
Why?
What?
Can I not explain to you why it's supposed to be George? Just go ahead. Go on to the Pete.
Where did you come up with George?
George said, I cannot lie. I will not, or I cannot tell a lie. I chopped down the cherry tree. Saw? Tree, cut it down.
Since I've been logging, I don't think I've cut enough cherry trees to fill one log trailer. So George and cherry trees and a $3.95 ain't going to mix.
I'm just saying he cut down the cherry tree. He just cut down a tree.
All right, well, now we're going to talk about Pete's raffle. Petey's got this raffle he's going to do like we done. He gathered some stuff at 2019 Paul Bunyan.
Hank.
2020 wasn't the Paul Bunyan because of Corona.
Ouch.
I like the raccoon tree. The raccoon tree. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Logan Daddy, no, the 395 is not Bill O'Bill. It is GB Monstered.
No.
Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with comments here a little bit.
Well, that's what I'm saying here. Mine doesn't run away.
Todd Reynolds says he'd like to put something in that raffle box. All right, back to Petey's raffle. Back in 2019 when we was at the Bunyan, Petey was going around getting some things gathered up from different people and himself and big YouTubers and big people such as Bobby Goodson and Logger Wade and
Todd Reynolds said he'd like to put something in the
yeah, I know,
box.
I've read that.
Well,
There was a couple things that got thrown in there. I threw in something. MSL threw in some shirt. I think a shirt and some stickers. But anyways, it all got raffled off, and all the proceeds off of that raffle went to.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you.
Would you wait?
Go ahead, sorry.
All the proceeds off of that raffle went to a Facebook group called Eastern Loggers, which has a person on there that is a cancer survivor. And he kind of started this ball rolling to raise money to help injured loggers in need to transport them back and forth to their treatments or to a hospital or to a doctor's appointment or something like that. So they try to raise money throughout the year by selling calendars to help these injured people out. Well, Pete took it upon himself to get a bunch of stuff, gather it up, and raffle it, and then give all the money to that Eastern Loggers Facebook group just as a thanks for everything you guys do. Here's a little bit more. Some guy, I think Barry Hansen, I don't know if he's on my YouTube or not. I think he's the one that won it in 2019. He got a pile of stuff. He got some stuff from Bobby Goodson. Got some stuff from Nuts 319, which is Petey. MSL, got some stuff from me. Stump Jumper. I mean, he got a pile of stuff. And I said something to Tater the other day. I don't have any new t-shirts. I quit doing the t-shirts. I got somebody burnt me pretty good on some t-shirts, or $100 worth of t-shirts. That's just for the shirts to cover them. And then I got screwed on the shipping to him, and it just set me on fire. You got some scumbag doing that kind of crap. So I just quit doing t-shirts. But
anyways, we hope
there's not too many people that's got a Phil H at Timber Harvest. That's the company that Tater's parents own, this Phil H at Timber Harvest. There's not too many people that's got one of them shirts, and there's not anybody that I know of that's got one that's signed by me or Tater. And not trying to be big-headed or nothing and act like we're some kind of fancy people, but it's kind of cool being a part of the logging thing and then being a part of the Logger Wade and working for them guys. It's pretty cool. So I said something to Tater about it, and we don't know what size to get, and I've been talking to Petey about it, and he said just to grab an extra large. So this is going to be a one-shot deal. It fits, it fits. If it don't, it don't. I'm sorry. Because it's too hard to wait to the last minute and say, well, this is the size shirt that we need for the person that won the raffle. So, and I don't know if you guys would be interested in wearing something like that, because it's more of a hang-on to item as far as that goes, instead of I want to wear it out in public. I don't know if you would even wear something like that out in public.
It just depends on who you are. They could wear it one time out in public to be like, hey, look, I got Tater and Stevie.
You could, I don't know.
And then hang it up.
But like I said, that's kind of how that's going to go. We're going to get a Phil H at Timber Harvest hoodie of an extra large, and me and Wade is going to sign it. Me and Logger Wade's going to sign it. And then if Tater wants to throw something in from his YouTube side of it as far as Logger Wade goes, then that's just going to be extra into it. But all of this has been worked out again for 2021. We don't know when the raffle is going to be. So if anybody's interested on bidding any of this that's from my channel that's not a member or a subscriber to Nuts 319, that's the guy you need to go check out. NUTS 319. That's his YouTube channel. You just have to nose around on there or leave him a comment. It's like, hey, I'm looking for the raffle. And he'll send you in the right direction to get you hooked up with the raffle. I don't know the ins or the outs about it, but I just want to put that out there for anybody that's following me that'd be interested in that. And he's trying to get a hold of Bobby Goodson again to see if Bobby would be interested in pitching in on this as well. Todd Reynolds said something about in one of the comments that he would. Wayne Tharp just posted Nuts 319's YouTube thing on there. Thank you there, Cowboy. But Todd Reynolds said he would be interested in pitching something in on it also.
Get Mom and Big Daddy to sign
And we could. We can get Tater's mom and dad to sign it. That ain't going to be no problem. If I'll ask Petey, or I mean, if you guys are even interested in it. Of course, we don't have Junkyard on the crew no more. He quit. He retired. We can get Roger to sign it. We can get the whole entire sawmill crew to sign it. I mean, everybody off the sawmill and logging crew can sign it. Truck drivers, everything. I don't care.
Gosh, everybody's worried about Old Blue.
I don't want to make it look like it's just all about me and Tater. But if you guys think it'd be cool to have the entire sawmill crew to sign it, we'll fill it up with signatures. I don't care. It's up to you guys.
Okay, so.
If you guys would be the ones bidding on it. Me, Tater, Nutsy. I'm assuming the people that donate to the bid, they're not going to be allowed to put a bid on it. I think it's time for another beer.
Somebody said George could work. George of the Jungle, watch out for that tree. Mama is always right.
Petey, where you at?
Wayne said Sir George. Somebody said
I bet
Curious
Petey's down
George.
there. Well, he'd be up there. Petey's not down there. Petey'd be up there.
George is the name of the saw.
No, it ain't going to be no George.
Listen, y'all.
No.
Anyways.
Maybe a snapper.
Somebody asked, how did you
Thomas
and Tater
Hunter.
meet?
Stevie, can I write you a letter? Well, I don't care, Thomas Hunter. If you want to write me a letter, I don't care. Send her. I would only want Ann to sign it. I don't know. I guess me and Tater could bring it home and put the little bit of cologne smell on it. Make it smell good for when it gets there. But I bet Petey's
that
up
just
there.
hurt my feelings.
I bet Petey's up there on a hot date tonight. Because I think he was supposed to go out on a dinner date. Want a shocker, I just sold a 38 walnut for $100K. Wow. Walnut's going crazy right now.
Say Joe.
I think everything's going to start opening back up and going crazy now that we got the crazy back in the office. Not going to get started on that, though.
No politics today.
Stevie, when are you getting Old Blue back? Thomas is awful itchy on getting the blue subject. Hang on a minute.
That's all the blue you're getting right now.
Jason Servant, you still in here? I think Jason's been hanging out, wanting to hear the story about Old Blue.
If not, just message him real quick.
He might have went back inside. He had to go outside to get service.
I'm friend. Well, crap.
Jason was wanting to hear about Old Blue.
I can go. Well, I was gonna say I could go message him on Messenger real quick. I like your trip.
That would be great and super awesome. Tom, what you talking about? Having everybody from the sawmill sign it? It's getting hot in here. And
No,
for
he's
anybody that
can't
don't
because she
know,
can't
I've
come
been
in
so
here.
crazy around here lately and ain't had time to mess around with YouTube, but
He apologizes.
I do apologize.
Ow. I don't.
I kind of, it's kind of like a,
Me too again.
I kind of miss it,
Lay down.
but then again, I kind of don't because everything you put on there, you got to answer. I don't know what Todd knows what I'm talking about, but you put a video on YouTube, you got to answer like 45 questions to make sure it ain't going to make some 16-year-old kid upset.
You think
So I don't miss all that stupid crap.
Do you think Junkyard will be back again?
Junkyard came in the shop 2 Fridays ago and got his last paycheck. Me and Roger was in there working in the shop, doing some welding and whatnot. And, sorry, Cowboy. I was reading a comment. He seemed like he's pretty content sitting at home watching the grass grow.
We're trying not to
I don't know if he's going to come back or not. If he does, I would say it would be in the spring, towards summer when it warms up. And he's just going to get burnt out sitting at home. He's not the type of person to sit at home. He's going to want to get her out and do stuff. If he does come back, I hope he does, and I hope he just gets to work Monday through Friday. That's all he wants to work. He's a daggone old junkyard, and he just needs time off to walk around with old granny and scream and holler and throw a fit every once in a while.
Steve, are you going elk hunting this fall? Let's go. I'm 2 for 2.
How is Big Red running? Oh, boy, she runs like a brand new one. Who do you recommend to build a 395 and how do I get a hold of them? It depends on what you want. That's I don't know what you plan on doing with it. Do you plan on getting it ported and racing it? Do you plan on getting it ported and being productive with it? Do you plan on what length bar do you plan on putting on it? I mean, that's a big question that needs to be answered. There's a lot that needs to be answered if you're wanting to get a saw ported. There's a lot that needs to go into thinking about that before I can put my advice in as far as which direction to go with it. I've had 3 different builders build 3 different 395s, and I not started this newest one yet, but from the videos I've seen of it, it is going to be wicked. Wicked Witch of the West.
Hey Stevie, I gotta go. Gonna call.
What do you think about that, cowboy?
It's too much.
Wicked later. Witch of the West.
Bye, Joe. Have
See you
a
later,
good night.
Joe. A West Coast builder built the saw. It's going to be wicked. Wicked Witch of the West. I like that.
You need to get the hell out of here with all that.
All right. Was the Caterpillar C15? Yes, it was, Thomas. Stevie, you going elk hunting this fall? Let's go. I'm 2 for 2. I would love to go elk hunting. Petey's got me hooked on this out west game now that he took me out there to Nebraska on that mule deer hunt.
Steve, the name.
Billy, I'd love to go to hang out with MSL, but getting the time, like if I would have known that, of course I had to take Mom to the doctor today, but it's not like I could just jump in a truck and be there in 30 minutes to go help him. It's got to be planned 3 or 4 days out, and it's hard to look at the weather 3 or 4 days out to say that I've got a window where I can go play with MSL, and then the sawmill not need me there for some kind of fabrication, or Big Mama not need me there for driving a truck or something like that. It's hard to do. It's hard to make that work.
Big Mac's only down the road for me.
They call me Sundance on the CB radio. No kidding. I guess you're talking about the big channel. We don't talk on the big channel much. Joe May.
We are ready.
Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Steve, the name. Which one you talking about? You like Wicked Witch of the West? I think Zachary likes
George.
that. No, he likes Wicked Witch of the West.
He likes George.
Wizard of Oz will be wanting a cut. Probably so, cowboy. Next time Nuts comes up, I'm going to get
Old Big Mac.
Old Big Mac. He's got, what you're talking about there, Todd, is Big Mac 2.0. The guy that's got the original Big Mac, he's on my YouTube every once in a while. He's from Tennessee. Timothy. That's who bought the original Big Mac.
Yeah, he's in Tennessee. Hank, out.
He drove all the way up from Tennessee and grabbed that sucker.
Get out. You're fine. You get out.
See there? Zachary said Wicked Witch of the West is the best one so far.
Sorry,
Mama's
Joe,
in there
come
swatting dogs with a fly swatter.
Because they won't leave Tori Lynn alone. Sorry, Joe. Jason Servance is back, so go ahead and talk about Old Blue because I had to go message him. I can hear it. Stop it.
All right, here we go.
Look, he thumbs up me.
Thomas wants to know if I like Blackie.
Why would it be Blackie? You got an orange saw.
It's better now that he got rid of the 9-speed and put a 13 in it.
You're talking about truck.
I ain't got to drive it since he put the new stacks on it. It's got a pretty good tone to it.
Talk about Old Blue.
I like how Old Blackie sounds now. It does have a good throaty sound to it. All right, Old Blue.
Lay down.
This is going to get...
Hold on, Cookie.
There's my cuckoo clock. I bought it last week at the auction.
He's so excited over that. It's 3 hours ahead.
It kind of looks like my old rooster when he comes out and talks to me.
That's 4 hours ahead.
Yeah, he's still making time. The other day he got stuck coming out on his perch, and Mama said he didn't go back in, so I reached up there and...
Flicked him in the nose?
No, I tapped on the wall and he went back in. I said, you just got to let him know it's time to go back in the house.
But he wasn't cuckooing.
All right. Old Blue. I'm not going to say no names, but there's a couple people on here that knows who I'm talking about. Old Blue went to a mechanic back in January of 2020. I wrecked it in September of 2019 and went to a mechanic in January of 2020. It is still at that mechanic shop. Big Mama called the mechanic and said that she wants the truck back by Thanksgiving. He said, no problem at all. No problem. I'll have her done and it'll be back.
You said you weren't saying no names. You just said it was Mama's name.
Big Mama's in on this. I mean, it's her truck.
Never mind.
But anyways,
Tori, no.
Big Mama said, I want the truck back Thanksgiving. He said, no problem. I won't let you down. You'll have it back. Thanksgiving comes, no old blue. I'm used to that, though. Got big shoulders. I can hold a little bit. Then, Christmas comes around. I said, boy, that'd make an awful good Christmas present if I get old blue back. She said, we're going to get it back before Christmas. I said, okay. And then I sent him.
I like that woodman Chuck.
I sent him a couple pictures of the din all buried in wood. And I said, boy, it'd be awful nice to have old blue back to help haul some of this wood back to the mill instead of just letting it sit here at the boom. Never did text me back. He don't like talking to me. I just tell it how it is. People don't like the truth.
No, nobody likes talking to you.
Yeah,
not even. Sometimes
Mama
I
don't even like talking to me. She don't even sleep by me.
Yes, I do. It's Hank, then you, then me on the edge.
Hank's got to sleep beside me. But anyways,
well, that's because
I told Big Mama, I said, boy, it'd be awful nice to have old blue back the first year to start the new year out right. We're going to get it back. We're going to get it back. She gets a hold of the old boy, and he said, I've got the cab mounted. I've got the hood mounted. I got it all painted. There's something that he had to order for the hood. There's a left and a right, and he got 2 lefts in the mail. Instead of a left and a right, he got 2 lefts. Got it all painted up, and before he realized what had happened. So now he's stuck with 2 lefts, and he needs the right. So he gets a hold of the people that he got the parts from. He's like, hey, you all screwed up. I need the other side of this, and you sent me 2 of the same. Oh, we're so sorry. We'll get that shipped out next day. And tells Big Mama, you'll have the truck back by Friday. I'm just missing a couple pieces. This was like 4 weeks ago. No, I'm not exaggerating now. We're about 4 weeks out.
Yeah.
Whenever he told her this. So then we got rained out all last week. We've been rained out all this week. And then Big Mama said she's going to take a trip up there and go see what old blue looks like because she's got some business. She's got to take care of that end of the county anyways. And she goes up in there and gets nosed around, and there's old blue. Sitting outside with a tarp stretched over top of it. She wasn't too happy. But anyways, Monday morning, there's a wrecker en route to the old boy's shop that's supposed to pick up old blue and haul her back to the sawmill. And then I'm going to take a car trailer and a pickup truck up there and go pick up the hood that's never been painted, that's never been mounted, that's still covered in cobwebs and dust, and bring all the stuff back to the sawmill, and we're going to put old blue back together ourselves.
And then they're going to hire me to go paint it.
We're going to do every bit of it. We're going to scoop the dirt. We're going to throw the dirt. There aren't too many people that knows about that. But anyways, we are going to go get old blue back. I don't know if it's going to happen Monday, but there's a real good chance it's going to happen Monday. Either way, it is going to happen next week. Old blue is coming home next week. We're going to big meet. I don't know if anybody on my channel remembers Big Meat or not, but Dan used to be a mechanic out there at the Timber Harvest. He's coming back and working a little bit of part-time in the shop, so that'd be a real good, wise old man to have around to help put that truck back together. He's done a couple rollover trucks like that before in his past, and they have turned out awesome. Just awesome.
Todd Reynolds says, hope Mama didn't give him the money.
She did.
When she sent the semi. Mm-hmm. Steve, is he a truck driver?
I don't know what to say about it.
And I like this.
It's a bad situation. I can't believe it's happening, but it is a bad situation. And I feel like a daggone scumbag over all of it, because I'm the one that wrecked the truck. I feel like it's part of my fault that this is even going on. I don't hold myself accountable for it, but I mean, I feel like it's like part of my family that's having to suffer through all this because I was in the truck when it all happened. I feel like crap over it.
Somebody said name your saw Dorothy. I like that. Woodchuck Man. Said name your frog Dorothy.
Thomas Hunter. I don't know if he's a truck driver or not. He's a truck mechanic, and he owns the shop that Old Blue's at, and he just keeps giving lie after lie after lie. Jason Servants, what are you smelling?
He said it would.
I would smell better with Mama's cell.
He would.
It would smell better with Mama's cell.
And then he put smell. He corrected himself.
No. Trust me, no. But anyways, speaking of the smell,
yeah, see?
We was at the girl doctor today, and old Mama here was the number one to witness this. She picked it up first. We was both in there kind of looking around. Of course, we was in this real little bitty room. We was both in there looking around. Mama's like,
room to throw your legs in the air. So
Mama's like, it's pretty bad whenever you got to have a can of Febreze sitting in here in the OBGYN office. And I thought,
in the room, not just.
You don't ever go to no guy doctor and see a daggone can of Febreze hanging in the wall.
And it was the natural, I don't know, they had to turn around, but it's the new Febreze. It's like all natural something, but.
Don't even get me started on this. I'm trying to enjoy my beer, and you're going to make me start gagging.
It is pretty bad that in the room you've got to have a can of Febreze.
Caterpillar engine is a 550. Supposedly, Old Blue's C15 is supposed to be set around 550. If we had a number, we could all tell him how I would love to put that number out there and be like, hey, you guys got that Old Blue truck? I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna say no names, and I ain't gonna put no numbers out. It's what's done's done. It's over with now. But Old Blue's finally coming home, and I can't wait.
I just wouldn't take nothing to
Steve,
them.
can you name log trailer from me?
Probably meant after me.
I don't think we got any log trailers that's been built. I did get the old log trailer back, the one I turned over. I did get it back, and I've been pulling it for over a year now.
No, cowboy. No, it did not. Stop it.
Danny, I wanted to do some hand cutting this weekend on some great big oak trees here behind the house with that new hot rod saw I got, but it's supposed to be raining tomorrow. And I don't want to get a mess started behind the house with a bunch of rain coming. Did it smell like dead fish at the culvert pipe in the examining today? Cowboy,
apparently it did at some point.
I know what culvert pipe you're talking about, Cowboy.
No, it did not. Why are you looking at me?
Go in there and take care of your business with the pups.
I'm sorry. You're the one that wanted that black.
Cowboy, I won't say it stunk, but I will say I was glad that I had on my Corona mask.
What a bitch.
Hey, I didn't say nothing bad. It was Corona first. Safety first.
Yeah.
Big Mama should take him to court and get her money back. I think it's kind of one of them live and learn things. You live through it, you learn, and you probably don't go back. That'd be my guess. Did it set off the gag reflex? Cowboy, I don't know if it was any odor that set off the gag reflex or some of the tools that I seen being used and the girly doctor today that set off the gag reflex, but I was not in the best of spirits, I can tell you that. It was disgusting. My God. Thanks for bringing this back up. Yeah, I had the green emoji faces today, that is for sure. I'll never do that again. Mama?
Don't worry, I won't ever ask you to go with me ever again. Just don't talk to
Just a girly doctor. I don't care to go to the doctor's office, but if we go to the girly doctor, I'm going to sit out in the car and wait.
You ain't going at all to any of my appointments. I'm good with it now.
Good.
I'll go by myself.
Okay. Are you going to take the Chrysler?
I too.
Are you going to take the Chrysler? I got to take Mom in the Chrysler today to go to the girly doctor. Mega Whoopa.
Move, Tori.
Probably won't go back to box doctor office. Big red 350X, not much. Ported and productive. And we'll run a 32-inch bar. I'd go with Greg Brewer. That's the boy that I went with. If you're wanting that kind of power. Well, Cowboy, what they're talking about doing, I probably ought to send you this in.
Yeah, quit talking about me on YouTube. Stop. I don't even, just stop it.
It's bad.
Y'all done pissed me off. Stop.
Way to go, Cowboy. I'm sleeping out in the chicken coop.
You can say, I'm not talking about it. I'm done. Stop.
I'm not talking about it, Cowboy. All right, Mama.
No, I'm not. You're done. Yeah, I'm done.
Well, finish your passion fruit mango.
Nope.
Mama, I'll give you a hug.
No.
All right. So what else we got? Yes, Big Red 350X, the Chrysler is fixed. Started out as a valve seat went bad. Then lifter went bad. Then chewed the heck out of the cam and ended up putting a new cam, new timing set, new oil pump. Rebuilt both heads. And 16 new spark plugs, which was $130. But yeah, after all that, she's fixed. Blue Line Land Works. How's it going, Stevie? Going pretty good. Just doing a little bit of chit-chatting and getting everybody caught up on what is... Yeah, Wayne, thanks a lot. Getting everybody caught up. Yeah. Box office, general. Yeah, it is, Kevin.
You think I'm playing? I'm not playing.
It is past your bedtime.
No, it's not.
It'll be okay, Cowboy. The chickens need a man in the house anyways. Have you run the 500i yet? No, I have not. And after Husky came through, I don't think I'll be getting a 500i. No, Cowboy. Ain't gonna happen. Mama, can we have another litter of pups? I think Cowboy wants a few. I don't think I'm going to get a 500i. Tater said something about getting one. Oh, it's been a couple weeks back, maybe a month ago. I was wanting to get one for Derek, but we hardly ever run saw anymore now that we got both cutters going. Oh, she is logging daddy. She is. She better be. Sadie? I was talking about Sadie. I want to talk about you.
No. Bullshit. Stop. I'm done.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about Sadie.
No, you wasn't.
Mama.
Move.
Well.
To make me look bad, just to make yourself look better. I'm done. I'm done with it.
Okay. Should be. You gonna drink your pretty passion fruit, or you want me to drink it? That tastes like orange, not mangoes. But I figured I'd give everybody the rundown on Old Blue, the Saw, and Petey's. Well, hello, John. Figured I'd give everybody the rundown on Petey's raffle. If anybody's interested in that, you need to go on Petey's channel and check it out. Blue Line Land Works. I love it. 36-inch bar on Doug Fir and Cedar. What are you talking about, Blue Line? You got a 36-inch bar? I have yet to see a video on a 500i putting an extra load of logs a week on the ground. You know, something that actually justifies the extra cost. I don't even know what a 500i costs to compare it to a 395. But just with my experience in a saw and listening how a saw loads up, and how a saw works, I don't think that 500i's got the torque the 395's got. Just my opinion. No. 350X, no. 36-inch bar on a 500i. Blue Line Landworks. I want to see videos of that. I hope you have videos of it because I want to see it. And after I get off here, $1,400? Thomas, how long you make 10-foot log? We always go 4 over, 10-4. $1,300 or 500i. That is crazy. It's probably lighter than a 395, but it ain't making no 395 power. I'm telling you guys, I'm not allowed to talk about it, but I'm telling you, just wait. I ain't allowed to talk about it. Jason Servants, I followed you out to the highway and then you wrecked. Jason, you still on old blue. See you later, Jamie. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, Thomas, you ain't bothering me at all. I'm probably the one on here pestering you all. Oh, woodchuck, it ain't that bad. See, I don't think you can get the power. I've not even ran a 462. And from what I've talked to of a couple different guys around here that's run 462s, they say it's a detuned 461. They don't think it's even got the grunt that a 461 got. And I think that the old 460s has got a little bit more grunt than what a 461 had. So if they're falling behind from a 460 to a 461 and then a 462 and just losing a little bit more on the step, I can only imagine how a 500i would run comparing it to a 661. I keep my old 372 till it dies on me. I've been pretty happy with Kate so far. The old boy that done my 395 out west, he told me to send him Kate and he wanted to play with it, but I ain't got no extra money to be spending on saws right now. I spent way too much on this saw. From buying this 395, sending it to the first builder and him screwing it up, me getting it back, and now sending it out west and paying that guy's bill and then getting it back, I'm sitting at about $1,900 wrapped up in this saw, and then not even stuck it in a stick of wood, and I bet I've owned this saw since August. This is how long this process has all been going on. I am just glad to get it back in my hands. Thomas, I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to hook that truck back to Old Blue. Big Mama said something about she didn't want me pulling that truck with short trailers no more because of the combination of the short truck and the short trailers. She acted like she wanted me to start pulling long trailers with that short nose, short frame truck. Gadberry Timber Falling on Facebook. He has a bunch of videos on it, cutting Doug fir and redwood. I can't really say my opinion on that blue line because I've never cut. In my turn, fir and redwood is pine. Around here, pine cuts like butter. So I can't really put my advice or my input on how a saw's going to run in what I'm calling butterwood. It's too hard for me to describe. As far as where your power is going to be, that's probably why they're running a 36-inch bar, in my opinion, because it's just going to be softer wood and it's not going to pull like it is in hardwood. I think they was trying to put a 30 or a 42-inch bar and an 8-pin out west with my 395 and cut a white oak out there, but they didn't have the right sprocket. They only had a 7-pin and they was wanting to run an 8-pin on it. I don't know if they ever done it or not. I can find out, but I'm going to say they haven't. But I do know they ran a 36-inch bar and a 10-pin, and that wasn't a full bar's length of wood, and that was West Coast softer wood. It's not the same as our East Coast harder wood. So I'd say the saw's not going to run the same in our hardwood with a 10-pin 36-inch. I'd say it's going to be a very impressive saw with a 28 8-pin. It's going to be very impressive. 462 is more similar to the 441. 462 is the 72cc, and the 461 is 77. 500i is 79. And a 395 still king of the mountain. Who grades your roads? Big Daddy does all the grading. Does it with the dozer. 500i boss. I don't know. I've not ran one, so I can't say, but I'm just going to go with the gut feeling that it's probably a little lighter, probably a little smoother. Going off of some of my West Coast buddies, they said the Anna vibes on that 500i is not made out to what everybody thinks they are. Says that it's got a lot of vibration in it that they need to get taken care of. Loggin Daddy says he's got a phone's dying. Loggin Daddy says he's got a video on YouTube. I'm gonna go check it out, Loggin Daddy. Stock 500i with a 24-inch, cutting decent sized red oak. And if you want my opinion on it, Kate, the 572, will pull a 24-inch bar, but not in my perspective of production-wise. So you're comparing a 572 and a 500i in the same category. That's how I look at it. Because Kate will pull a 24, but not in my mode. There is Timmy Boy. Timmy, I was talking about you all ago. Somebody said that they was going to go get some video of the original Big Mac, and I said, no, the original Big Mac's in Tennessee. What the other guy, Todd, was talking about was Big Mac 2.0. Timmy, is Big Mac still treating you good? I don't think it has much vibration at all, but the anti-vibes are too soft for the weight of this long bar. That might be what he's talking about, because I know that West Coaster, he runs a longer bar. I'm not for sure how long a bar he is running on it, but I know it's a longer bar than what we run over here. Who can build a strong lean out there for hardwood? Nash wants to know who can build a strong 395. It all goes back to what you're wanting to do. That's what it all comes down to. My mentality was I want to run a 28-inch bar with an 8-pin sprocket because I like that chain speed. If you're looking for a screaming RPM saw, I'd say maybe try Tree Monkey or somebody in that line of work. If you're looking for something with a lot of bottom end grunt, not so much RPM, then you can put an 8-pin sprocket on it to gain your chain speed out of it. So maybe look towards Greg Brewer, because that guy has got some crazy design that he comes up with as far as what he's doing on the crank. And I need to find out from Greg whether or not I can post his pictures. He sent me a lot of pictures, a lot of information picture-wise. No information at all port work wise, and I don't care. I don't want nothing to do with anything that guy's doing. I'm just glad that he done it for me. But I need to find out if it's all right with him if I share the pictures, because that's going to open up a whole nother can of worms for a lot of other builders looking around on my channel as far as what this guy's doing in the cylinder, to the piston, to the crank. This guy is doing some crazy stuff. I can't believe you even do it with a chainsaw, but it is just crazy. But back to Nash, it just depends on what you want to do, buddy. And then the next thing comes down to is how much money you're wanting to spend. Because this build that I've done on my 395, the port work alone cost me $700. I'm $100 shipping it out and $100 shipping it back. $900 in a saw that you just paid $900 for to get bone stock. So it all in what you're wanting to do. Some people like spending money in antique cars. Some people like spending money in dirt bikes, four-wheelers. Some people like shooting guns. I like a hot saw. Whether I get back in a production mode of contract cutting or just a weekend warrior out making some extra money because we're rained out logging wise, whatever it comes down to, I like a hot saw. And that's just kind of where I spend some of my extra money is in a hot sauce. And I like doing it to where I can try A, and then I can compare A salt to B salt, and then go back and maybe tell A, now listen, this is what I got out of yours, but this guy here seemed like he might have had a little bit more of this. Could you do some of that to get me some of that? I think I finally found what I'm after, though. I think this Greg Brewer salt is exactly what I want. And I can't say until I actually stick it in wood, but it just seems too sweet to be true. Yeah, I'm still as stout as it was. How's the family? Doing pretty good, Timmy. David Ray, thanks, man. I don't know. Them old 660s was pretty rugged. They put up a good fight, but boy, they put your hands to sleep. I have a 660 done by Miller's Mods. Port work, she rips. There's another guy, and I can't remember his name right now. He's another West Coaster. I think he's down in California, though. I got a hold of him, and he told me, this was before I even got the idea of getting this last 395 built. Warren Choked off of Facebook's got several saws built by this guy, and they all just scream. And I got a hold of that Warren guy, and he gave me the builder's number, and I talked to him for a pretty good while on the phone, getting the idea of getting the ball rolling, who I wanted to send a saw to. And he told me that he was booked up for the next 3 months, that he was not even taking names or orders on port work for the next 3 months. So that's kind of whenever I fell back to the original Big Mac builder, which then just should have never happened. Blue Line, I sure appreciate it. I'll check it out. And then Loggin' Daddy, I'm going to check out his video that he's got on that 500i. Appreciate it there, Loggin' Daddy, and I appreciate it, Blue Line. I'll check them both out. Fake woke. Google it. Mama, what's fake woke? Joe, what you talking about, fake woke? I'm wanting to see what Joe's talking about here. Come on, JoJo.
She thinks you're talking to her.
No, not talking to Sadie.
Well, she thought you was, and they all turned around and looked at you like, where's she going?
Joey. Something about fake woke. I don't know what he's talking about. He said Google it. Is that the name of a builder? Joey, where did you go? I gotta delete Mama's list here. I don't know.
FAKEWOKE?
Yep.
Space.
Yep.
Fake.
Todd Reynolds.
It's a song. Right?
I guess. He never.
Tom McDonald, fake woke lyrics. I can't play it while you're on YouTube.
Todd Reynolds just found the video of you and Big Mac on Friday 13 3 years ago. That's actually a pretty good video. That turned out to be a pretty good video. It wasn't a good video for the situation that it ended up being in as far as Big Mac blowing up my balls, but that was a pretty good video. It did decent on YouTube.
It's a song by Tom McDonald. I just got it. I can't play it or it'll kick you off of YouTube.
Yeah. Cotton Top has a 500i, but he's cutting pine. I'm not going to say any names, but there is somebody that ended up getting a 500i, or tag on it, a 572 from Husqvarna, which was running like a 36-inch bar. and cutting this, oh my God, big poplar that wasn't really like, oh my God, big poplar. It decent sized tree, but it wasn't like freakishly huge like the person was making it out to be. But there was a whole lot of false information gave out.
You better stay
to the general public as far as what this saw can do, because somebody got this saw for free and whatever. I'm not gonna say no names, but there's a lot of information going around about a 572 that misled a lot of people to thinking that it's a lot more saw than what it actually is. It's a good saw, but it's not no 36-inch bar big saw, or it's not even a 28-inch bar big saw.
You get out of here. He just got
bullseye landline. Line works, blue line. That you hit that right on the head there, buddy. Mama.
I am sick of him messing with Tori Lynn. I'm about to put Tori back in her pen because he escapes.
Terry, what you talking about, bub? Terry, you got a $500?
Get over here.
500 for just under 1,300 with 28-inch bar. I use it for my 36-inch Grandberg mill. Bucking Billy Ray has a ported 572 and it seems strong. I don't follow the Bucking Billy Ray. I'm not part of the Bucking Army. I think I know who is building Bucking saws, and the guy seems to do decent work. I had reached out to Iron Horse. That guy never did get back with me. I was actually interested in sending him a saw and seeing about doing some port work with him, but he never did get back to me. I'm one of these type of people that if I reach out to you and give you the opportunity like 2 or 3 different times and you don't respond back, but you're in the business for doing this kind of work, I'm not going to do work with you. We're getting ready to do a job of a 100-year-old fir. Blue line. I don't know what a 100-year-old fir would look like. A 100-year-old white oak around here, that's a big variation. It could be as big around this refrigerator behind me to not much more than the size of a normal basketball. It just depends on the situation that it's sitting in. It's a big difference in between soil types around here. You get to talk about 100-year-old timber.
No, you're about to go back in your pen.
Clear Cut Tree Company here, Columbus, Ohio. Well, that's pretty cool. I ain't never seen this old boy on here before. The Clear Cut Tree Company from Columbus, Ohio. I ain't seen him on here before. I don't know how you pronounce your YouTube channel there, but nice to meet you, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a bunch
I
of
ain't even
different,
going to try it because I'll butcher it.
it's a bunch of different letters and it's at 96. I don't know how you pronounce him there. Well, guys, I hate the cutoff here, but I've been on here for over an hour and I didn't think it was going to last this long. Tin Man does a lot for bucking. That's not the one that I was thinking of. The guy that I was thinking of is a heavier set. I can't remember his name. I've watched some of his videos. He put out some important information on a couple of videos on different saws. I watched some of that, but I can't remember his name. The whole job is 100-year-old fir trees. The one in the middle, the patch are about 200 foot plus at 32-inch diameter. That sounds like some pretty fun timber to cut. Don Walker. I can't remember that guy's name, daggone it. That might be his name, but I don't think that's his YouTube name that he goes off of. If you're talking about Bucking's builder that I'm thinking of. I can't remember his name. Daggone it. Oh, sorry, Todd. I just got sidetracked on something. I didn't mean to holler you out there, buddy. Bellhopper, yes, that's him. Woodchuck man, that's who I'm thinking of. That's the guy that, and I don't know how much port work he's done for Bucking, but Bucking's put him out there on the YouTube quite regular, so I'm assuming that he's done some port work for Bucking. Bucking was Donnie Walker's 572 ran good. I don't know Donnie Walker either. Blue Line, I don't know why I'm not subscribed to your channel now. Before we went back to Bunyan in 2019, I don't know. We was sitting there talking to MSL about some of his cutting videos, and I got to chatting with MSL, and come to find out I wasn't even subscribed to him. So I don't know if YouTube booted me out of different people's groups or channels or not, but I ended up resubscribing to him, and now I'm still subscribed to him. But I'll have to go back and see if I'm even subscribed to you, Blue Line Landmarks. I'll check it out. Iron Horse likes to do a lot of his talking. Well, that might be the reason why he didn't want to get back with me. I don't know. I have a 572, and in my opinion, it's a 20-inch saw on hardwood. Timmy, me and you's right on, buddy. I think it's a 20-inch saw. Timmy, have you tried an 8-pin on yours? I put an 8-pin on Kate, and that thing rips now.
Corey, no.
Of course, I ain't ran a steel chain on it yet. We're still running LGX. I don't want to waste a good steel chain on a firewood saw. But guys, I hate to get off here when my phone is ready to die. I sure appreciate everybody hanging around here for an hour chit-chatting. And if you watch this video after the live feed and you're interested in leaving me a comment on what the name of the saw should be, other than Wicked Witch of the West, let me know, because I think that's going to stick.
Dorothy.
Cowboy, don't do nothing I wouldn't do. And who was it? I can't remember. There he is, Robert Kennedy. How you doing, buddy? I'm glad I finally got to catch you on a live video.
Now that you're getting off.
Yep. Sorry, Robert. Now I got to get. It's past my bedtime. The cuckoo clock's ready to start crowing. Y'all be good, stay safe, and stay productive. Who else? Billy. Appreciate it.